Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So today I'm going to show you another, it's a second part in this series of my favourite pens. Now these are my favourite pens and they may not be your favourite pens, but these are some of the pens in my collection that are currently my favourites at the moment in time. Now obviously the caveat is that these pens may change over time and some may fall in or fall out of being my favourite. So here's really the next 10 pens that really are some of the favourite pens in my collection. And I'll show you for a number of reasons. Like pretty much all of these are, I would say, are probably the same reason. Starting from left to right, we have the ASC Bologna Extra Arco, and this is a stunner of a pen. So this is using the original Omas Arco, and you can see here, this was manufactured by ASC or Armando Simone Club, and they are based in the US, although these pens and the Arco rod was purchased by ASC, and they are being turned into pens in Italy. So these are a stunning celluloid, and the Arco celluloid from Omas are always stunning pens. So these are not cheap, and the prices keep increasing year on year because these are becoming very, very rare. There is only a certain amount of rod stock available to make new pens, and then once they're gone, they're gone. So this particular pen from ASC has a very, very large 18 karat gold number 8 nib, and this is really a stunner of a nib. It's the size of a Montblanc 149 or a Pelican M1000, but you can just see here the celluloid, how it just shines. So the suggestion is that these pens have to be polished with beeswax to bring out that beautiful shine that you see there as the light just captures it. These are absolute stunner pens, and I really do like these pens. So they are very, very nice. So for me, these are, like you see here, this is number 202. It's not a limited edition pen, but it is a special, I guess it's a special edition, where once they're gone, they're gone. Initially 250 were made of these. I think maybe they got up to 500. I think that's what they were aiming to get to initially. Maybe they didn't get there. They haven't exhausted all of the rod stock yet, and they're now switching to Verde, which is the green version, which is even more rarer. And then the next pen I got here is an Omas Milord or Milord, and this has the standard roller clip here from Omas, and again it's that stunning Omas Arco there. And you can just see how it just shines in the light. It's so captivating. Now this is a medium nib pen, and I will show you this. It comes with the Omas 18 karat gold nib there, and it's a medium, but it is a super wet medium nib, and it writes like a double or triple broad almost. It is a stunner, and I really do like this pen. So for me, this pen is really one of my favourite pens. I like everything about it. I like how it writes. I like how it looks. It really is a nice pen. And then at the same time, I also picked up this Omas Paragon, and this is slightly smaller, like in comparison to the Milord or Milord Dead, because like you can actually see slight difference in size. Like it's about the size of a Pelican M800, whereas the My Lord is probably around the size of a Visconti Homo sapiens, I would say. So this is really stunning, and you'll see here that again, this Omos Arco really does look nice. So these are all piston fillers. The ASE Bologna is actually a pneumatic filler, and I kind of wish that was a piston filler, to be honest. But these are lovely. Now this is a broad nib, and I will show you. It is a lovely, lovely nib. So, and this writes more like a broad nib. So, for me, again, this is a lovely writer. I do like it. I do like it a lot. And for me, this is one of my favourite pens. Now, the thing that started me down the Pelikan route, I had a Pelikan M1000, and that has a number 8 size nib, and I do love that. But this was I think my third Pelikan, if I'm correct. I think I got the M800 Renaissance Brown just before this, and I got that in a medium nib, and I didn't care for the medium, so I thought, well, okay, let's get this in a broad nib, and I do love this. So this is the Raden pen, and again, like, this is a beautiful pen. So all of these stripes are actually Raden technique with abalone shell, and that's what makes them shine and change color. So again, this for me is a lovely pen. It's a broad nib, as I said. It writes really, really well. In terms of in my hand, let's have a look. It is the right size. Now, I can post this if I wanted to, but it becomes a bit too much. But for me, this is really, really nice pen. I love how it looks. I love how it writes. So for me, that's really good. And then we're on to these, and these are Viscontis, and they are in the stacked celluloid. So these are very hard to come by now, because it's very difficult to get hold of the material now. So this is the Visconti Homo sapiens Corsani 90. So in terms of the fountain pen, only 79 were ever made. It's a really stunning pen, and although originally I bought this with a medium nib, I have a 1.3mm stub on it at the moment, which is very bouncy, and it writes so lovely. So I have this inked up, and I always do have it inked up with Diamine Majestic Purple, which is one of my favourite. Actually, it really is my favourite ink, I should say. I do have a number of favourites, like Diamine Bilberry is another one, but Majestic Purple for me is really the purple that I love. And then the second version of this was the octagonal, and this technically isn't a Homo sapiens. It doesn't have the rings on the cap here. It has the octagonal shape like the Brunelleschi, but or Brunelleschi, I should say. It again has a stacked celluloid, and it's a stunner. So I got this in a broad. I was kind of wanting a stub, but I decided in the end, the stubs, I think when I spoke to Stefano, getting a stub might be a little bit more problematic. So I decided to get this in a broad, and it's a nice broad. It's a very crisp broad though, and I like because I have some crisp stubs where they're really, I guess, not like a stub is more rounded edges on a nib, but this is very crisp, almost like an metallic. So I tend to, when I write, I tend to roll my nib as I write to the right slightly, and for this nib I have to be square on. I might actually round off the edges. It's gonna remove some of the line variation, but might help me write a little bit better perhaps. So that's the octagonal, and again, it's another pen that I really do like. And then we have this Wall Street, and the Wall Street's really lovely as well. Now this came in a lot less limited edition one. So in terms of the Corsani 90, there were 79 fountain pens made. The octagonal, there were 100 made, although 73 were actually stolen in a heist. So I got mine before that. So this is the Wall Street, and this was actually made, I believe, before even the Corsani 90. This comes in a limited edition one of 4,000, and there was a grey, there was a red, I think a green, maybe even a blue as well. The blue is more rarer. So there's actually two versions. There's the LE version, which came in a 4001, which is what this one is, and then there was the non-LE, and the non-LE didn't have the ink window, and it had a metal section. And likewise, it didn't have a piston or a power vac. It unscrewed and you had a cartridge converter in there. So I actually prefer the LE version. And this I have with a 1.3mm stub there as well. So that is, again, a very, very wet writer. I do love this nib. So I do love the stacked celluloids. And then I also have a few more. So I have this green one. Now, a few of these are actually different because this one, you'll notice, is a rollerball. And I do use rollerballs from time to time, and these were going at a good price, so I decided to pick them up. The fountain pen versions of these, because these are middies, come in around about the same price as a London Fog, so they're pretty expensive nowadays. But this one, I thought was a good price. And here's another one here. And again, this is the grey or the platinum version, the stacked celluloid, and this is the fountain pen. And this is a really nice one. So this came with a broad nib, which is really the widest kind of nib that you can get on the MIDI versions, or at least it was. I think Visconti have now changed that, and you can get stubs on 1.5 italics now. When this model came out, you could only get it in a broad. So again, like this, it's a very wet writer, it's a lovely broad, and it's a fountain pen, so I really do like that. And then I have another one here, and again, this is a silver one, or the platinum version, and this is the rollable version of it. And again, like, I do use rollables from time to time. There is a need sometimes to use a rollable, so I do like it if I can just take this with me, and it's a lovely, stunning pen. So I wanted to add the rollables to my collection as well. So there you have it, really. That's another of the 10 pens that are in my collection that really are my favourites, and a lot of it really has to do with the looks of the pen and the size of the pen, but then also how it writes as well. Like, I don't think I could have a favourite pen if it didn't write well. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.